Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for October 1st. We're currently looking at the U.S.-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed down today. It did move higher, but did close down. It did form an inside bar today, meaning it was inside the high and low of the previous session. So definitely keep an eye on this one for a potential breakout to the upside or the downside. Now, we are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to possibly move as high as 90.67, possibly as low as 88.77. Look for some resistance around 90.38 and look for some support around 89.33 in this pair. Now, switching to the Euro-USD pair, this particular pair closed down. We are looking for this pair to continue moving lower. It definitely has a bias to the downside. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 147.49 if we get a reversal, possibly as low as 144.45. Look for some resistance around 146.09 and look for some support around 145.16 in this pair. Now, let's take a look at the pound US dollar pair. This pair closed lower today. Very small range for the pound today. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially move as high as 1.6125, possibly as low as 158.17. Look for some resistance around 160.28 and look for some support around 158.25. Okay, let's take a look at the U.S. Swiss. This particular pair closed up today. It did move much higher and pulled back a significant amount before closing. We did break yesterday's doji bar high, but didn't really move beyond that. Kind of ran into some resistance here. Look for this pair to potentially move as high as 105.14, possibly as low as 102.73. Look for some resistance around 104.50 and look for some support around 10335 in this pair. Okay, well that about wraps that part of it up today. We do have a news announcement, significant news announcement being released tomorrow. We have the U.S. Non-Farm Payroll change for September being released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus is things have improved, and hopefully that is indeed the case. Looking like it's moved from negative 216K to negative 180K. So definitely keep an eye on that report. Of all the reports that come out, this is probably the second largest as far as moving the market. So it definitely has the capability to move the market. Now, what am I looking for over this next session? If you trade a counter trend strategy, it'd be a good time to trade it on the day time frame. The market overall should be moving sideways for the next probably 12 hours or so, 15 hours, basically right up until the non-farm payroll. Now, what I am looking for, though, beyond that is a swing trade setup that we have in the Euro-USD pair. This particular pair looking for a short below 145.10. And if we back out our chart, we can get basically this sessions where we should see some support kick in, which would be right about here. And we would look to, let me zoom back in. There we go. We would look to go short right about there. And so at this point, look to go short here at 145.10 and look for it to come down to 144.50. So right at 60 pips worth of potential profit. You do want to put your stop loss at least 60 pips up from this breakout. 60 pips should be enough if the news is kind of ho-hum tomorrow as far as the U.S. dollar, so that you won't get whipsawed out of it. But the odds are, if the news is in our favor, we should see this pair move down fairly quickly. So if we get a break, kind of what I would like to see, what would be ideal, is to have this particular pair come on down, hit this entry point, and we would go short at that point and move down a little bit further. And at that point, the news is released. It's in the favor of the US dollar, and we could see it continue lower. So that's kind of what I'm looking for over this next session. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.